everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Owl Studio. Welcome to my channel and welcome if you're a first-time viewer. I really appreciate you stopping by today. I have a project today that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a craft along. So if you just want to grab a cup of coffee or tea and craft with me, that would be fantastic. I am working on the ocean journal excuse me, actually I'm working on two. I'm working on a lighthouse and an ocean themed journal. I'm doing two. And, they're kind of the same, but there's some things that'll be a little different. I will say that I have a new setup and that I usually film from. So this might be a learning curve for me. I'm going to try and keep in frame. It's everything's like in a new place, and I rearranged it because I had to stand before, and now I've arranged it so that I can sit and spend some time sitting rather than standing the whole time. And I'm by a window, and I thought maybe the lighting would be, better for you if I was by a window. So this will be an experiment. And another thing that is happening, of course, is happening across the country. Everyone's working from home, which includes my hubby. And he's in the next room over, and he is on the phone most of the day. So you may hear some voices, and I'll have to see how loud it is. I hope it's not too loud coming across the final film here. So I am going to be working. Oh yes, I have to show you just a tiny fraction of all my junk mail envelopes that I have been saving. These are window envelopes, and I have quite the storage of these. I need to use them, and I've got to stop saving them. But every time we get mail, I go, oh, look at this window, it's so great. And anyway, so I am going to be doing a page inside my journal using the window envelope. And I've chosen this one. Now I have opened the envelope to where the window, because they're usually the window envelopes, they're kind of like there's like a side where they're really down low to the envelope. So I didn't want to open it this way and sew in, because I felt like the window envelope would be way too close to the seam inside the journal. So I opened it this way with, I don't know if it's making sense, but I opened it this way where I'll be sewing it in at this particular point here, and that way I felt like you can get in and out of the envelope a little bit better. Now that does mean it's going to be a little weaker here, so we will have to we'll be doing some things to strengthen it up. But anyway, so that's the first thing I did, was open up the window, and then there's always these little annoying places where not everything gets totally glued down. So I'm going to do that right now and get that glued down in there. And come over here. Get that all glued up. And you know what? I just thought about it. Probably should not have glued down. Yeah. No, it'll be okay. No, it'll be okay, because we're going to cover this up. That's why. Ah, there we go. Okay, I let my poor glue bottle sit overnight without covering it. I know, it's like a big no-no, right? And so it is kind of like trying to get out the old dry crusty glue. And so I might have to get a pin in that. I hope everyone is doing fine. I know for myself, I have been busy, and it's so funny. I thought really when this all first started, I thought, oh, I'll just be crafting all day and I'll be busy with that the whole time. It's like, there just seems to be some little things that have popped up. And I think being home as much as I am home quite a bit anyways, but being home as much as I am now, I see things that need to be done around the house. I'm going like, oh, yes, this needs to be clean. That needs to be done over. All right, so what I intend to do is I intend to take some paper and cover on this side and cover on this side. But I want to have an opening for the window. So what I did was I took another envelope that's the same kind of envelope as I got here. I took another one and I tore out the window on the inside. And that is going to be my pattern to know how I am going to cut this. So I have selected, I hope I'm staying in frame, yes, okay. I have selected for the window insert pocket, I've selected these seashells. Oh, that's cute. My birthstone is a seashell. This is from Nevermore Creations digital kit. And so that's going to be the pocket, which you'll see on the outside. So for the outside paper, I really thought this looked nice here. I liked this idea, and I felt like, you know, it would show up the seashells pretty good. I have these other two. I have this other one here, but kind of thought that was too blendy. So I thought, well, this would be a little bit better. So I took, like I said, another envelope just like it, tore out the window, and this will be my pattern, so that I know where to cut the window, so I can just glue this on top of it. Now you can collage and piece together paper, which I have done before, but okay, I want to make sure that I have, then I'm going to put it on the back so that I draw on the back. I like to leave a little bit hanging around there so that in the final cut I can cut it all off even. I don't have to worry about doing it super even before I put it down. I'll just glue it down and then I'll cut around it. But we'll just come in here. Now, think about, you know, getting junk mail, I guess you can call it, in the mail, or, you know, just receiving mail from places that you do regularly. You can get a lot of the same envelopes that companies usually tend to use the same envelopes. And that way you can save one and just have it as a pattern all the time. So let me just get in here. And I'm going to cut this out, but you know what? I think I'll pause it here and come back when it's all done. Okay, I'm back, and I have glued on this paper on this side, and I have also sewed around the window. And I used a couching method where you just take twine and lay it down and put zigzag over it all the way around, because I plan to be using quite a bit of twine and burlap in my journal. So I thought I would highlight the window that way. I do have a video where I did that, and I can link that down below. It was showing several stitches, simple stitches to use in your journal, and so I can do that. Anyway, so I got that all glued together, and now I am thinking about having two pockets, a pocket entry over on this side and a pocket entry, of course, for the seashells over here. And of course, this will be sewed in the middle, so two different page pockets, I guess you might want to say. And for the inside paper, I've chosen this paper here, and it's kind of sandy, beachy looking. And I will glue this here, but for this side, to make the slip-in pocket, I folded down the edge of it because I wanted it to be strong as you put things in and out and everything. So I'm just going to simply glue this down like so, just like that. And then I am going to glue this page on here. I always like to leave a little room when I glue down so that I can go back and cut it off and trim it easily. So let's see. But I do not want to, okay, so that's what I have to watch out for, is I do not want to glue up the pocket here or glue up the pocket there. So there, I need to remember that I just want to glue down the edges on those sides. So this part in here, I think I'm going to go with the edge of this paper here. So it kind of peeks out, kind of like well, I don't know if I like that or not. This really blends in a lot, doesn't it? Might have to get different paper. Of course, this isn't so bad. Here, the blue, but there's the writing that I don't know if I really want that there. Not really. Unless I do it this way, perhaps. That might be a little better. Bring it on down here like this. Let's see, I'll cut it off down here. That might be a little better. I don't know now. Now I'm getting kind of confused what I really do want to do. Thought I had it all figured out. Yeah, ain't that life? We think we got it all figured out. And sadly, something happens. I think I'm going to grab another piece of paper. Well, I've decided to use this paper and to decoupage the inside of this side with the burlap tissue paper that I have. Actually, I do actually sell this in the shop. But I figure that way I can work in the burlap without a lot of bulk. And we'll just, don't need it all covered. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium. I really do like this. It dries quickly. And in Florida, it just seems to do the moisture so much better than Mod Podge, although I still use Mod Podge on occasions. Kind of depends what I'm doing, I guess. Alrighty. There we go. Put a little bit down here. It is a lot like working with napkins. It's a little heavier or somewhat thicker than working with napkins, but it's a lot like it. Yeah, I'll just put this on here. Oop, it goes all the way over here, doesn't it? Sometimes it dries too quickly. I'm right near the vent where the air comes out, and if it's blowing, wow, it really does dry fast there. Okay. There. So that would be kind of cute, having that burlap opening there. How it would look anyhow. And that way I don't have the bulk of real burlap, so that's kind of why I like it. Alright, so that'll be drying, and this will be the pocket then that I'm going to put over it. It's going to have some of this wording in, but I think it will be okay. So let me just glue down a little bit of this here for a extra sturdiness in the pocket to get inside of it. There we go. Okay, that's all done there. I'm trying to cut around the edges here. Yes, spring has passed us by here in Florida. It is now practically summer heat and weather. We don't really have much of a spring anyways. I think it got up to 90 yesterday, which was a record high for this area. And I still have gardening to do, and I always like to get most of the trimming done before it gets hot like this, but this year I'm dragging my feet. I still have more to do out there. Looks like I'm going to need to glue a little bit this down over here. There we go. There. Okay. It still is a little wet. Guess I didn't go to the edge, did I? There. It's a little damp there. And it's a little wrinkly, which it will be until it gets fully dried. But anyways, I think that's the whole idea for the burlap part of it anyways. And then the pocket. Now when I put the pocket on, I'm going to have to be careful not to glue in the pocket, right? So come like this, and then put glue along here and here and down the middle and up through here and up through here. And then I'm going to have to see about making it so that this slips in here. It doesn't go all the way inside, you know, so I'll have to make sure that I get it glued to that kind of a pocket there. There we go. Just come down here so this will be there. Alright, so we're going to glue in here and probably glue just a little bit. No, I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to glue over there at all, because this is going to be the sew line right here. So yeah, I'm just going to glue in here and see how that works. Yep, that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So somebody asked me where I got these little tubes from, and I got them on Amazon. And I think Jessica at the Silver Oranges, I think she has them on her, she might have them on her favorites list or something. But anyways, Doris makes them, and I can put the link down below. You get 4 little bottles. Now I will have to say that when I got mine, one of the bottles was leaking and I couldn't use it. It was leaking like from out inside this area here, and I couldn't use it but it was only one bottle out of the four, and they weren't that expensive. In fact, they've gone up in price. Like everything in crafting has gone up in price. It's really bad. But I only paid like 5 something for them at the time that I ordered them. I think they're up to 6, which still is still a reasonable amount. It's not an unreasonable amount by any means. And then we need to come up this way. I'm making the pocket here, but we've also got to put like a bead of glue inside here because that's how wide the card is. So yeah, they're great. They come with pins, which is really wonderful. Except, you know, if you have trouble seeing where to put the hole in. So I had bought another bottle from a Etsy seller a long time ago, and it had one of these little, you know, rubber things that stop it up. The bottle wore out, and she doesn't sell them anymore, so I've kept it. I've kept it so let's see, make sure I get this right in the middle right here. Let me see here now. Make sure I do this right. Oh yes, it needs to go this way down to here. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure I have this in correctly now. I might have to go back over here though. Kind of glue it this side here. But these little bottles are great to work with. They're better than, because I did actually buy the bottle that they had to go with the Fabri-Tac, and I just didn't like it. And so they do work really well. They are a pain to fill. I will have to say that ahead of time. But otherwise, they work pretty good. So I'm really thinking that this then is where I want it. There, yep, I can stick those in there. Good. And now I need to get my big scissors. There we go. There is our little pocket. Okay, I want to wait until it dries a little bit more, maybe to fold it. Okay, so there is the pocket. Yes, yeah, I didn't realize where I was on that, so we need to go in there and just get this down here. There. So now we have a pocket over here, and we have a pocket inside here that's made for this card so that it doesn't get too lost inside of there. And that will be then a page inside of there. This here, we can put, definitely have room for journaling. Is kind of what my intent is in here. So what I might do is might put lines in here with a stencil to kind of show that that would be some journaling part, and then this could be journaling part as well. Or, you know, I can actually make a text spot over here, and that would be really cool too, is to do more over here. But I might just let this dry and kind of like think about how I want to do that. But this is what I've done here with a business envelope. I kind of feel like that's not quite even up there. Well, I'm going to wait till it dries, because sometimes cutting on it when it's gluey is not the best idea. And then I'll have to find something to put in here. And hey, that would be cool. That would be very cool beans. I really like it. I need to ink around it as well. Don't really care for it being without ink on it. And that'll be it then. There. So it'll be a page inside journal. Now you can also use something like this to be a floating pocket. So that you would just put maybe more stuff in here, more ephemera, and just stick it into your journal loose like that. That would probably work well that way too. But I kind of like it this way, so I think this is a good thing. Thanks so much for watching, and so I'll probably be doing some more things with my Lighthouse theme journal, and we'll see you next time. You stay safe and healthy. Bye.